gentle start for George Munsey. Watt comes to attack, gets that away smartly. And that will not be stopped. First boundary of the afternoon. That's clipped away. And that's going to be another boundary, beautifully nipped off the legs.
First boundary.
Oh, he's gone. Well, that was aggressive from Mark Watt, but he just came out and was stumped. That's a beauty.
It lasted. But you can see here, ball just straightened enough. Just enough on it.
And again, that's just beautifully played through. Head on. That is a lovely shot, confident. Get effort, but that's just lifted beautifully, and that will go all the way to the boundary. Nicely done through mid-wicket. There's the reverse. Oh, he's in all sorts of trouble and he's gone. Well, he went for the reverse.
Scotland 2 wickets, and just as Brandon McMullen was looking good, he tried to slap.
Munsey, edge that up. That's a difficult one. That's going to take. It's all the way across, and it has gone for 6. It's coming down towards the commentary tent.
One of the boards, literally just a couple of metres from the opening here. You can see our tent, the one on your left there. Yep.
I'll get the next one. Oh, that's guided across. Scotland get a little bit lucky there. That's 4.
So George Munsey,
he was unable to get onto that. Scotland go again. That's got a chance. Same place as the previous 6.
him do it several times. Anything on the hip, on the leg, he will find that.
The delivery, that's lofted up. There's a man waiting for it, but he can't get there. They're just enough.
Marvellous George Munsey, so strong on the sweep. Fielder thought he was in. Zulfikar again in the action.
He's going to get another chance, and he takes that one. Well, the first one he had to try and step back and get into, but that one a couple of steps forward. He's gone.
Yeah, just trying to lift that one up again, but didn't get enough underneath it.
There's a shout, and he's gone. Well, Liam Naylor, it took a while for the decision to be made, but the calculations right through the head. Last ball of the over.
He's got very, very leg side, and he takes the big step, and because he's started off with such a leg log for Scotland.
Last ball of the over. And that will go all the way to the boundary.
Much needed release. Double barrel all the way.
That's lifted up. O'Dowd's looking for it. He's underneath it. Safe pair of hands, and it goes. And the skipper for the Dutch makes the catch. Moved nicely around from long on.
Into the wind. It had been a bit blustery today, swirling around. And, Max O'Dowd is not.
There's the movement, and it's gone through. That will go all the way through to the boundary. There was the opportunity. Hops his way in. That's lofted, but that's going to go all the way. That's what Scotland need. Michael Levitt continues. There's beautiful little flick. That's 4 all the way. Finlay McCreath is getting into his groove.
Well, Finlay McCreath.
Matt Cross currently on 13. That's a full toss, and that gets dispatched. Well, there's not been too many bowling mistakes, but that was one of them. And when they do come, you've got to make the most. That's lofted, and it's going to go all the way. Just step forward again. Good play, just off the front foot. 50 partnership is up.
Teammates up on the balcony, inside out. Tremendous stroke.
Full toss, dispatched, and dissecting the fielders. And again, that's lifted, that's dangerous. Sakashi is there. Takes it at the second attempt, holds on, and he's gone.
It was not taken completely cleanly, but a little juggle, got it down, and just strike as much as possible.
Tries the reverse, up it goes. How about that? Takes one bounce and over the ropes. That was a confident shot.
Oh, don't listen to me, Mac. Too far.
Round the wicket. That is absolutely dispatched. Chris McBride hammering that through, all the way through for 4. That's opened up again, it's in the air a long time. There's a man out there, and it's well taken. Well, actually, it is.
Aryan Dutt, what a day he's having. Just see, covered a.
Klein again delivers. That's launched high in there. It's exceptionally catchable, and it is caught.
No Crows, well, he went this way, he went that way. He did the hokey pokey. Safe in the end. Just got up underneath it. Again, missed time. Look, he went this way, went that way.
Jarvis slips it down to third man Scotland. Well, they're going to try and come back for the second. Managed to get through. Well, it's the end of the innings for Scotland. And a little bit of a late cameo pushes, well, Finlay McCreath top scoring with 40. Matt Cross with 33, George Munsey 30. But
Not opted with spin, it's swing. Michael Levitt up there first. Notice straight away, it's the sight we're accustomed to seeing.
So do I. McMullen in. Plenty of pace in that one.
No ball. It's been a little bit of an issue for Brandon McMullen. He's had a little bit of trouble with that.
You can go anywhere you want. And he'll take it all the way down to the boundary. That's not going to be stopped, that's 4.
Turns it into an expensive over first up.
McMullen. That's lofted up. That's coming towards us, the commentary box. And that's going to go all the way. That was beautifully lofted.
He's bowled him! He's got him straight away! That is the big wicket! Max O'Dowd! He's the one who destroyed Scotland!
Davidson came in, pitched it nicely, and simply through the outside edge, and the stump. Once more, he's wicket hungry, and he's going to find that's going to go for 4. 2 bounces to the boundary. Confident shot. Coney Road end. There's a shout, it's a strong one, he's gone! It'll pitch beautifully.
End. Always rely on him to come back. I'm sure if you're...
Ticking over. Sharif goes in, that's going to be dispatched, it was short. And 4 all the way, just turned round. Deep backward square leg. That's going to come back, that could be out, it is. Well, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and if you're the batsman, you're absolutely gutted there.
Well, can't believe it. It is absolutely smacked back down the ground. Did so well just to get a fingertip on it, and Scott Edwards backing up.
It was a fuller length, he skied it. There is a man on the boundary. Well, he's unable to take it. And I think it was over the ropes anyway.
Might just have a big bruise. That was hanging in the wind and hanging in the wind. That's
beautifully stroked away. Could be a chase. In vain, it is. All the way to the boundary. Michael Lease comes in. That is heading our way. But it should be out. It is, Sharif.
How often do we see Michael Lease come in and they look to attack, just not able to get enough? Safe pair of hands, Sharif.
What again? That's turned, swept round. That could be 4. It is 4. Beautiful shot. Crows into double figures. Tries to repeat the shot. And he's gone. Well, he tried to do exactly the same, but he swept across the line.
And then the next ball, Watt again spears that in. It's the only thing the umpire might.
66 for Scotland. That's been launched up. There's a shout of catch. And that is going to be a first ball wicket as well. Nicely taken on that far side by Finlay McCreath. Came across well.
He comes on and takes a wicket with his first ball. Just trying to launch it over. And that is a fine catch from Finlay McCreath, who is establishing himself quite quickly. Very good fielder.
Tip that in. There's a catching opportunity. It's brilliantly taken. That is a fabulous catch by Michael Lees. Well, he took the decision that this was catchable and was going to leave his feet just off the grass and no more.
Just brilliantly taken. Hurled himself forward on the run. Just gets his fingers underneath it.
That was caught.
Wow, brilliant. We were just saying how good the fielding has been.
Just wondering if he'd left it alone, if it would have been called a wide.
Oh, no, it was immensely hittable. Just slapped away.
Comes down the ground. Absolutely.
Oh,
there's the stumps, and it's happened again.
Oh my goodness, it's happened again, but at what cost to Michael Lees? That's hurt him. That's hurt him. Back at Safian Sharif. Just here, rocketed back, burst through the fingers, and you can see by how.
There's the reverse flip. That's going to go all the way.
Bakerin is very capable of the old lusty blows.
Surprised to open the batting for Scotland. And that might go for 4. All the way it has. Just been tickled round the corner. Half hour or so. It goes. It tickled off the pad. And it's all the way again.
Oh, can you believe it, Mark Watt says.
And while it's wagged, it's not wagged enough. That is high in the air. This could be all over. It's taken nicely. And Scotland have defeated the Netherlands for the first time in a T20 international on home soil. Catch nicely taken. And Scotland, who were defending a total of 160, restricted it to 121.
They just took wickets at regular intervals, and it was really just a matter of time before the final one fell. There you go. No problem with that finger now.
Michael Levitt off to a fine start. A good 36 with 30 balls, which is a good start for an opener. But really nothing else coming with the match. He was good with the bat. He was good in the field. But just before we hear from him, let's just go through and look at the follow wickets down at the bottom. And cross.